Hi everyone, how's it going? This is Duncan from Rock and Reel Reviews, Scotland's #1 review site for all things punk, rock, metal, and movies. Welcome back to another Duncan's Quickie, and if you hadn't already guessed, I'm Duncan. Here comes a quickie. Today's quickie review is a review of an album that I've wanted to review for some time. I've been far too busy of late. You probably realise there's been a slight lapse in video output. It's because I've been doing other things on the site. I've recently been involved in a new segment running in October called Duncan for Apples, which, as you can imagine, is basically my reviews of horror films that have come out this year. Basically, if you're planning to have some sort of scary Halloween this year, maybe a film night coming up soon over the next couple of weekends running up to Halloween, and you're not sure what's scary and what's not, I've done my best to point you in the right direction. But I felt I needed to come back and do a wee quickie this month because some of you may have feared that, I don't know, the Dutch black metal contingent had come over here and taken my scalp for my recent slightly negative review of a release from that country. I can assure you all is well, and no one has had their thumbs removed. They're still both here. So, back to the quickie review. This review is of a band called Now Now. They are American. They're described as American indie, and they released an album in March this year. I think it was March the 6th, called Threads. Now, I'd never heard of the band before, and I don't actually mind American indie music because it's different from UK indie music. You think of your UK indie bands, kind of top of the charts just now. There seems to be a whole contingent of bands coming in just now with strange sort of names, and they all kind of look like they've been dressed at Top Man and or Top Shop, depending on gender involvement. But I just kind of feel that a lot of these bands sound the same. And the ones I'm on about, The Views and fucking Two Door Cinema Club and all this stuff. But American indie's always been a little bit different. Now they tend to meld a lot more genres almost in there. They're not just tend to have a more, instead of a lot of UK indie bands have a really get up and go sort of bouncy jingly feel. American indie music can be more whimsical at times and more melancholy, and Now definitely fits into that category. Their new album Threads has been a slow burner for me. The first time I heard it, I didn't really know what to make of it. Kind of put it on the back burner for a wee while. But over the last month or so, I've been listening to it quite a lot, and I've come to the conclusion of that the reason I like it so much is because the songs are really emotive and very well written. The band have a really good grasp of atmosphere, but at the same time can knock a kind of jingly belter out the park. There's a kind of strange sort of 80s influence on this album, which not 80s as in Wham or Duran Duran, but there's a kind of 80s vibe. I don't know if any of you have heard the Drive soundtrack for the film Drive with Ryan Gosling. If you get a chance to listen to that soundtrack and then listen to Now Now, there's they're in the same ballpark, and I quite like that. So that probably is the reason I like this release so much. They're a three-piece. There is two ladies in the band and one gent, and this release is pretty much flawless in my opinion. There's 12 tracks on it, sorry. And some of the better tracks are, title track Threads is excellent. The Wolf, I love the track called The Wolf. Dead Oaks, quite like as well. And Colony. Colony's probably, if someone held a gun to my head and said, what's your favourite Now Now track? Colony probably takes it because there's a really good mix of kind of quiet atmosphere. The vocals are very beautiful, not only on this song but on the whole album. Very, very catchy. Sort of melodic lines, but our voice is quite soulful and quite deep as well. As always, I will include links to the Facebook page, our website, the record label. It's a release that I think you guys should check out. if you're into your kind of tech death metal, this probably is the sort of album that you would like to see burned on a large fire. But I, for one, really enjoy this. It's definitely chilled out, and you should approach it as such. If you're having a relaxing night, try and listen to some now. They're excellent. My score for this album, Threads, would be a solid 4. It's fucking excellent. I love it. Persevere with it, and it will reward you greatly. Other news on the website, loads of reviews have been flying up just now. There's plenty of film reviews, plenty of music reviews. Stay tuned to the website. We're going to be doing another exclusive stream soon, so you don't want to miss that. But thanks very much for watching me. This has been Duncan, myself, for Rock and Reel Reviews, and doing another quickie. And until the next time, I shall see you later.